There we go. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Print, Shoot, Repeat. I am so excited. The Scorpion video is going up and I couldn't be more happy. I've got Evo fever. I decided to build a carbine version of the Are We Cool Yet Evo. This is the Scorpion that I built last time, but this time we printed it in a different material. And I'll get to that in a second. But the files are out there, and there are various handguard lengths, but there's not really a handguard length for a carbine barrel. And what I decided to do was get a carbine barrel from CZ. I ordered it directly from the CZ store. They were available for a long time, and I was like, I would love to do a carbine build. I went ahead and bought one, and then I went back and checked after I just got it in the mail yesterday, and they're all sold out. So this is the nature of trying to get parts from CZ Direct. As you guys know, probably the slides are impossible to find. The barrels are now impossible to find. The pistol barrels, they have been sold out for as long as I've been interested in this build. I've never been able to find a pistol barrel on their website. So with that said, let's take a look at this here. What is special about this guy? Obviously, we've got a big old handguard here. This handguard is not printed. It's an HB Industries. The receiver, this time I did not print it in PLA. I printed it in glass-filled nylon. So, we can take a look here. This filament is 3DX Tech Fibrex GF30, and that just refers to the glass content in it. So, I got a new printer so that I could print specifically nylons, because I wanted to leave my PLA printer, which was the Ender 3 V2, I wanted to leave it alone and have a printer that I just print nylons on. So I writ dyed the pieces of the receiver after printing them, and I writ dyed them black. The good thing about nylon is apparently it's got higher strength capabilities. This will be the first time I'm shooting anything with this filament. This lower is not printed, similar to my other Evo. The files are out there to print the lower, but I just decided to put that on here because I didn't want to take them apart, and I know that's kind of a lame excuse, but I just had a black one and I put it on there. And the grip is printed also in 3DX Tech glass-filled nylon. The other cool thing about this build is in the files they include these sights. So these sights were designed by V8 V-Twin at Are We Cool Yet? And they're nice kind of lower profile, lower sights, not like the Magpul flip-up sights. And they should do pretty well. I think that's about all of the info that I can bring. What we're going to do is we're going to run the OEM CZ mags through it, and then maybe we'll put the Are We Cool Yet mag in there. I know I had a little bit of a problem with it last time because I think the print orientation was wrong, and that's my fault. I'm printing another one as we speak, but we're not going to be able to test that today, but we will test it again eventually. Yeah, I don't want to keep you guys waiting anymore. Let's shoot it. All right, so we got our nylon, glass-filled, printed receiver we're going to try on our carbine build. Let's see how she runs. I'm going to face the opposite direction while I shoot it. First couple of shots to make sure everything's good, and then we're going to shoot. All right, chambering around. Felt good. Safety's off. And look away. All righty. Here we go. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's not good. No, we've got maybe a light primer strike. Hold on. All right, we're going to try another one. We got a light primer strike on that first attempt. It's not seated. Maybe because the mag wasn't seated. All right, we got one in there and now. All right, here we go. There we go. Well, that worked. Okay. Oh God. Oh God. Okay, well, that is not what you want. Holy shit. Holy fucking shit. Oh. Okay. Well, we're gonna put this away. So we had a catastrophic failure there, as you saw in the video. We split right along the layer lines. That's never happened to me before, and I want to mention too that something I forgot to mention earlier on when I did the intro. This receiver is a different file than the normal RB Cooliet Scorpion. As you can see, there's no RB check yet on it or anything. It's a smaller one. It's meant for if you're using more durable materials. If you're like going to make it a metal, or even like if you're going to injection mold it, that's the one you would use. And I just thought I would try it because I wanted to see how strong it would be, and maybe this wasn't the right test to try that in. Well, clearly it wasn't, because it exploded. I mean, it didn't really explode, it just cracked. The bolt snapped the receiver in half, the pressure of the bolt, I believe. I mean, you can see the video. Let me just make this very clear. The designers of this gun did not intend for me or anyone to use this material. It's supposed to be PLA, and in addition to that, like I said, I used a thinner version of the design. These walls are thinner than the PLA Scorpion that I printed, and this is a completely new material that I've never printed before. So you should be very aware that if you experiment with anything other than what is recommended, or if you go with a design that's not as big and beefy, I'm sure in PLA this would have probably been okay, but I went with a new material that I never tried before. In addition to that, I went with a smaller receiver. So you should always know that if you go against the recommendations of the README file, you're taking a risk. And that's what I was doing. You know, I was looking away, and I was lucky that nothing happened. And I mean, obviously it could have been way worse, but I'm okay, everything's fine. I wonder if partially the weight of this barrel had anything to do with the fact that it snapped in the way it did. You can see here, it just, Unfortunately, I've gotten my bolt filthy now, but that's all right, we'll clean her up. Lesson learned: if you're gonna go experiment, be aware of the risks and take safety precautions accordingly. And guys and gals at RB Cooliet, this isn't a fault of their design. This was me experimenting with materials. So I want to be very clear that these files and these frames were tested through like thousands of rounds in PLA, which is what they recommend, okay? So my PLA Scorpion has like 500, 600 rounds through it, no issues, okay? This is an experiment, and after the third round, we learned that this isn't the greatest material for this receiver. Fortunately, just some parts of the gun got dirty, that's it. But be aware that if you go against the recommendations of the README files, you're taking a little bit of a risk, and some bad things could happen. So please be safe if you're printing these, and especially if you're printing in different materials. Use PLA. PLA Plus is just a solid material. It works. Yeah, will it melt if it's really hot? Yeah, but unless you leave your guns in a really hot car or something for a long time, you'll be okay. Anyway, moving forward, we know something more now. So that's what's great about it. We learned a lesson, and we're smarter because of it. Thank you guys for tuning in again. We got more episodes coming up. Love you guys. Print, shoot, repeat. Out. Are we cool yet, Scorpion? I'm sorry for the wind. I'll try to let it go. Hold on. God. Sheesh. Wow, dude. Damn, bro. And that shit snapped. God.